Hey guys, today we're going to be making surf and turf. We're using steak chunks and sardines. So we're going to start out with a relatively fat cut of meat. So we've got some beef here and we're basically just chopping it into cubes like this, and I'm piling it all up right here. Now this is going to take a little bit, so let's speed it up a bit. Get that done real quick, and next we're going to pile this all into our air fryer basket. So next step here, we're just going to go ahead and just dump this into our tray, and just dump both of them right in there with the steak cubes. Move this over into view here so you can kind of see what's going on, and basically just piling them on here, but we're not going to leave it like that. We're going to mix these all in here so the flavor kind of fuses together. You can get all that grease from the beef chunks, and it's going to all fuse with a nice surf and turf beefy fishy type of flavor here. So next step here, we're going to move these to the air fryer. So open this thing up. We're going to throw this whole big tray right down here in the air fryer and close them up here. Now we're going to set the time to about 15 minutes. And then we're going to go ahead, we're going to change the temperature. We're going to set it to 400 degrees. And we are going to set the mode to air fryer mode. And so here we see some smoke coming out of the air fryer. Totally fine. Everything's safe and normal here, at least in my case. I'm definitely going to have to clean some of that extra grease off my air fryer. So here we are, 15 minutes later. We're going to pop them out of the air fryer. Let's take this whole tray out and set it on top to start. And let's take a look at what we've got. Look at look at that golden crispiness on top of the steak. And look at all that extra flavor. And a lot of the grease has fallen down into the pan below. So here we are. Now we're going to unload these onto an actual plate, and we're going to speed it up by 4 times so we can get this done really quick. And there we go. We have our plate loaded up with all that delicious food that we cooked. Look at that. We're going to spin this around a little bit, take a look from all different angles, and that's our almost finished result here. We got a little bit more to do. So next step, we're going to actually go ahead and pour some of that excess grease on here. So all that extra grease that collected in our pan, we're just going to pour it on top. You could skip this step if you really want to, but I would highly recommend doing this. This is kind of the point of using this greasy, this really fatty cut of beef, just because we wanted that. So next step, we're going to add some Frank's Red Hot Sauce. Now, if you don't like hot sauce, you can also skip this step. Personally, I would highly recommend it. This is one of the types of foods that Frank's Red Hot Sauce pairs really well with, and or that pairs really well with the sauce, however you want to look at that. But it goes really, really well with this hot sauce, with this particular hot sauce, and the flavor gives it almost like a buffalo wings type of flavor, but not the same thing, but similar. And it just tastes absolutely delicious with anything that's crispy like this goes well with Frank's.